This is Arun Janathanan, and I'm an art film director and a producer. I run my own production house called Jet Pictures.
My name is Anuj Nair. So I direct ads, I direct music videos, I direct corporate films, but primarily advertising.
I'm Rahul Velituri. We are mostly into digital space where we make advertisements and branded content.
Hi, this is Arun Janathanan, and I'm an art film director and a producer. I run my own production house called Jet Pictures, based out of Chennai, and we operate all over India as well as in Gulf countries. And my origin is from Madurai and moved to Chennai for further studies, and then started off the career here in Chennai, and then working around all over India and other few countries. Yes. I started the direction journey started in 2008. I would say I was finishing my undergraduation and I started off assisting a cinematographer who is a well-known actor in South right now. If you guys would have seen November, the police character is done by the character, the actor called Mr. Arul Das. He was known for cinematography skills. Like he was a cinematographer in the films. So I started assisting him, and then in a film feature. So I learned the trade of cinematography thing in the summer of 2008. Not the entire film completely. I worked for two schedules, different parts of Tamil Nadu. And then from then I moved on to assist a director called VZ Durai, who's known to make films like Mugavari, Totti Jaya, and all. But unfortunately, there was no project for him that time, that phase of the time when I joined them. So I was there for 6 months, but there was no project. So uh, there's nothing called experience of direction with him. Then I moved on to assist a famous art filmmaker called Manav Menon. He's known to direct best of the commercials in India, say like Water Body of Aquafina or Kingfisher Airlines and many more. But there also I was into the production side basically. So there's no direct opportunity to know what is behind the direction thing, or what is direction, or what goes inside the pre-production, production, or post-production, how the final product, what we see in the screen is made out of. So those things were I was lagging in that because I didn't get an opportunity to direct assist any director. Then I moved on to assist Mr. Gautam Vasudeva Menon. He has his own production house called For. He still has it, but initially it was called Photon Kathas. So when I assisted him again, I didn't get the opportunity of assisting him as a director. I was assisting a executive producer and as a production controller. So that is the film journey, basically what I had. So I started directing out of my interest, out of whatever I learned, seeing, watching movies or watching commercials or reading books and being a production controller, whatever I've learned, I just utilized those skills and I started directing. Challenge, I would say, is like there is no direct cakewalk for being a filmmaker or getting a chance to direct commercials or feature. It's definitely not a cakewalk for a person who's out of the industry. There will be zigzag pathways to for your final destination that you will have to sustain. Say, for an example, as I said, like when I was into the production side of a feature for a well-known director of South Indian movies, I was not allowed inside the set. So I was told, being a production controller, please don't step inside the set. Your job is not inside the set. So when I went inside the set to know what is a craft, what is about making films or what is a craft, so I was clearly told not to enter. So these are the challenges which I face, but this doesn't hamper you, stop you from whatever you want to achieve. Like you can definitely do what you want to do, and you have to sustain those period and then get into what you want to do. Yes. So these kinds of incidents where people, when I was very curious, very ambitious, and when I started the film journey to become a director at a very young age, there was a lot of restrictions. I didn't get an opportunity easily. It wasn't a cakewalk for me. So those things like incident which I said, like as a production controller, stay out of the film set, do what is there for the production aspect, not into the filmmaking aspect. These are the things which really push me hard. So it triggered me, like make a film, make a feature, make a commercial, whatever it is, before those assistant directors on the set who are assisting a big director. So these are the things which triggered me, and these are the few incidents which really triggered me. And I was fortunate enough, or I made the move right in a right direction, so that like I actually directed many more commercials, or before any of those assistants who were at the same time when we joined Gautam Menon, before them getting into a feature. Fortunate enough to do it before those assistant directors. These are the incidents. And mentor, I would say, uh, definitely, I would say the first cinematographer who I have assisted. Uh, we incidentally happened to meet a couple of months ago, and he's become an actor. That doesn't mean that they will not have a technical skills. Like though I've been directing commercials, like, and I had best of the best DOPs on the set, like Ravi K. Chandran or Manikandan Velayudham or Vikas Sivraman or even Hari K. Vedantam. They are best of the cinematographers. But still, when I had a chat on the technical aspect, that person really had a very interesting angle aspect of filmmaking techniques. So never ever stop learning from people, be it an actor, be it anybody, because they will definitely throw light in some aspect which will give you sense of your craft. Yes. Do's, I would say, I always sleep over with the project before the shoot. I will be completely prepared before the shoot, and I would definitely aim 3 to 4 hours ahead of the shoot schedule. And these are the things which I would say a definite do's before any shoot, because either you're the producer or someone else is the producer who will be hit badly if you don't end up finishing shoot on time. So these things, I would say, it's a definite do's which we should follow. And don'ts is like there are time constraint in feature filmmaking or a commercial filmmaking. So, for instance, like you can't be a multitasker in time constraint things. Like if I know a bit of camera thing, and I'm a good editor myself, but you can't do all the things in a commercial because there is a time limit given by the client or the agencies to finish a project. So, like once you finish a shooting, you can't sit on the editing table and start editing your film. Like you'll have to see the other aspects of the post production. So just uh, these are the don'ts which I would say for the budding filmmaker who want to do multitasking skills, because there's definitely time aspect which we should consider on the don'ts. Yes. So director, be it an ad filmmaker or any director, the first important skill I would say is editing knowledge. Unless and otherwise a director knows about the editing, you can't call a shot and cut the shot, knowing that, okay, this is what I've got my shot. So this thing will definitely come after the editing knowledge. So that is the main aspect which I would say. Other than that, like people management skill is definitely needed for a director. Other than the technical aspect, how to control your actors, like how to get the extract the emotions out of an actor. These are the main aspects which the director, a budding director, should know when they're directing. Technical aspects, see, the thing is, for each project there are different set of technical aspect comes in. But if I have to put it in a way, that definitely pre-production is an important aspect which has to be given importance in terms of time aspect, in terms of the preparation aspect. Because once you give a ample space for the pre-production, even if you don't get ample time, make use of the time which you've got before the shoot, to prepare on the pre-production aspect, to make sure you do well in the production. Because once you are not prepared on the pre-production, you end up doubling up or spending a lot of money on the production, and which will hamper the post-production quality, and at the end of the day the byproduct of that is a bad film. So these are the things which I keep following for whatever time space I get for each films. Financial side, like I've been learning on the financial aspect of managing the production house, because I end up spending a lot on the pre-production itself, the expenses in each aspect. So those things are the thing which I have to be very conscious about it when it comes to a project. I've been learning on each project, and I have to have a specific person. I'm just looking out for a person in the future projects to control the financial aspect. So that's learning which I've been, learning from the initial projects, that like you need to have a person to control your financial aspects, because as a director, sometimes you want to override your budget, favoring your creative aspect. Somebody has to control you and say, boss, this is a budget we've received for each project, and you'll have to come up with other alternatives to finish the project in the given budget, so that every person on the set, every person who's working for the production house, and of course as a director and a producer, you will also have to earn from each project. So there should be definitely a person who has to be exclusive on your production house, to control the director or the producer on the production house. Because in my cases, I have gone overboard on a couple of projects, because certain things, I can't explain. It becomes a creative, uh, 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 it is sometimes excites me to spend a little more extra to finish a project on certain way which I like it. So that's a learning I've been learning. Debut director, the person, he or she will definitely they will get the vibe in themselves, that okay, I have arrived, now I can direct. So till then, please hold on and then keep learning. uh, because once you jump into it, like you'll have to have the knowledge to sail on it forever. So for that, you need to have a patience. You need to have patience to learn at least 70% of the craft before you enter, or before you debut into whatever forms of filmmaking. Because once you enter, there are many aspects which will not let you go and assist somebody to learn, or be on the set as other craftsmen to learn. So make sure you learn at least 70% of the craft, and then get into the production or direction or whatever you want to be. That's my advice. There's no, see, my journey is each person's journey will be different from one another. So like there is no a breaking point where assistant director or assistant producer or whoever wants to be a producer director will get a definite break at this point of time. So they need to wait, they need to learn the craft till they will get the feeling, they will get the confidence that okay, I have arrived, uh, now I can go direct on my own. And in fact, a couple of directors who are mentoring them will definitely know that these guys, these bunch of youngsters who are assisting me, have arrived to direct a commercial or a feature or a documentary. So till then, hang on, learn the craft, and then plunge into whatever you want to do. There are a couple of things which are there in the pipeline. Since we are in the middle of a second wave of this pandemic, everything is on talking stage. It's on the talks. Like nothing has been materialized. Slowly, every city, the restriction on the lockdown, they're easing it out. Let's hope like everything comes to an end, the pandemic, and then we start fresh on each project. Yes. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you guys.